Hey Ross World, my money makes money. I wanted to read you something out of a book I'm reading. It's so powerful that I want to read directly from this book. I know that that's really unheard of in a lot of things, but I'm going to give credit to the author. Now, the name of the book is Think and Grow Rich, okay? Think and Grow Rich. The authors are Dennis Kimbro and Napoleon, okay? And this is actually in the introduction, so if you would just bear with me, I'm gonna try to read this without stumbling. Sometimes when I'm excited, I stumble, and sometimes when I'm not excited, I stumble. But nonetheless, Acres of Diamonds. Acres of Diamonds. Acres of Diamonds was a true story of a poor farmer who settled in Africa and spent years struggling to raise his crops. His land was rocky and difficult to till. Disenfranchised with his circumstances, the farmer became increasingly fascinated by tales of easy wealth, gained by men who had searched for and discovered diamonds in the countryside. He too wanted to be rich. He grew tired of the endless labor and impulsively sold his farm to search for diamonds. For the rest of his life, he wandered the vast African continent searching for the gleaming gems. But the great discovery always eluded him. Finally, in a fit of despondency, broken financially, spiritually, and emotionally, he threw himself into a river and drowned. So he gave up. Meanwhile, the man who had bought his farm found a rather large, unusual stone in a stream that cut through the property. It turned out to be a diamond of enormous value. Stunned by this newfound wealth, the farmer discovered that his land was virtually covered with such stones. It was to become one of the world's richest diamond mines. Diamond mines on the farm. He sold and killed himself. Now, the first farmer had unknowingly owned acres of diamonds. He sold the property for practically nothing in order to look for riches elsewhere. Alaska got bought for $1 in ritual oil. I think I've heard this before. If only he had taken the time to study and realize what diamonds look like in their rough state and had first thoroughly explored the land he had owned, he would have found the riches he sought on the very land he had been living upon. What so profoundly affected Dr. Conwell and subsequently thousands of others who heard this lecture was the fact that each of us at any given moment is standing in the middle of his or her own acres of diamonds. If only we acquired the wisdom and patience to intelligently and effectively examine our circumstances and to explore the work in which we are now engaged, we usually will find that it contains the riches we seek, whether they be material, spiritual, or both. Before we go running off to what we think are greener pastures, let's make sure that our own is not just as green or perhaps even greener. Oftentimes, while looking at other pastures, other people are busy looking at ours. There is nothing more pitiful than the person who wastes his or her life wandering from one thing to another, like the improvident seeker of diamonds, forever looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow and never stand with one thing long enough to find it. For no matter what your goal may be, you can be sure that you start on the road to its attainment can be found somewhere within your present surroundings. Meaning, where you are may be your riches. Men and women who have become outstanding at their work are those who view their endeavors as an opportunity for growth and development. They have prepared themselves for the opportunities that surround them every day. James Brander Matthews, a 19th century writer, observed, "Unless a man has trained himself for his chance," I'm gonna read it again. "Unless a man has trained himself for his chance, the chance will only make him look ridiculous. A great occasion is worth to a man exactly what his preparation enables him to make of it." Preparation is the key. It means becoming so good, so competent at what you're doing that you actually force the opportunity you seek to come your way. And come your way it will. I talked about this before. It's the law of attraction, willing things in your life. There's all types of people. Will Smith, Oprah Winfrey, and also Tom Cruise are big advocates of this. Now, not dealing with all that Scientology stuff, but we're talking about law of attraction. So we're talking about preparing yourself for a position, preparing yourself for greatness, and then greatness will come your way. A position will come your way. And that is everything I wanted to read for you. And hopefully you can go back and rewind this, go back and rewind it, and understand the point I'm trying to make in this video. I don't want to give you what I think. I don't want to taint. I don't want to contaminate. I don't want to persuade you in one way or another. I want you to take what you should take from this, because this is very powerful. Acres of diamonds. A guy sold his farm who was looking for riches, didn't even do the research, didn't do his due diligence to even know what diamonds look like in their rough state. So if you're trying to be in a certain profession, are you researching? Are you studying? Are you taking courses? Are you reading books, etc., to be great, to be wealthy in knowledge or in dollars or whatever it is that you seek? Will it be spiritual, materialistically, or emotionally, or purposefully, right? So you have to do the work, because you may sell your farm and you may wander this earth and throw yourself in a river and drown. And the person you sold your farm to, come to find out, there were some diamond mines right on your farm. The only thing you sold was dirt and rock. You're like, someone told me this land was worth something. No, it's not. Because you know why? You too stupid to do the research. You too stupid to actually look and see what's right there standing in front of you. Look inside of a mirror. You're going to see one or two things. Greatness, or like this guy, pitiful. I'm out.